Hello reality shifters, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Cristina and today I wish you a happy new year. 2021 is January 1st and I would like to look with you at what happened 2020, what's going to happen 2021 and how are we prepared to actually step into 2021 with high energy, with expecting good things to happen, to be in that good feeling place, because ultimately this is what we all want. Anything you want right now is because you think you'll feel better when you have it. So how about getting a way to feel better right now? And the better it gets, the better it gets. And the worse it gets, the worse it gets. This could be like law of attraction, or it could be like brain neural pathways that are practiced, or just habit. Habit is a practice thought. Momentum is the same thing. The better it gets, the better it gets. And as you know, I'm still practicing my English, but I'm willing to do this for you because this is the moment. This is January 1st. So this is where you kind of look at what happened 2020 and the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you want to step in 2021 with the good, because the better it gets, the better it gets, right? How can we change the way we perceive our past in such a way that the future gets better? And actually the now moment gets better, because when you're right now in this moment and you're thinking of 2020 or 2021, you're now in this moment, right? And in this moment you could feel good or less good about 2020, and there's choice. You could find a way to adjust the way you see 2020 and the way you step into 2021. And here's what I mean. So get yourself a notebook and a pen and start writing down the 5 most important events or attitudes towards your 2020. Let's say some may have lost a job. Some may have changed locations, or maybe they were traveling and not traveling anymore. That's my case. In March 2020 I was supposed to start my European tour and teach classes in Europe, which I stopped doing. So, and the thing is, when you look at one event, write down those 5 most important events that happened in 2020 for you. And now pick each one of them and look at it. Own the way you feel about each one of them right now. Even if it doesn't feel very good, own it. This is where I am right now. This is not about let's paint it pink. This is really about changing the way you see things, okay? So let's say your job changed or it disappeared completely. I lost my job. Let's say I lost my job, and that's bad. That's how I perceive it in the moment. That's how kind of carried all over the year, and I didn't quite look at it. And on top of that, I couldn't see my family and all of that. So write those down. And now let's take it one by one. Extract from that situation exactly the clarification that it provides. When something happens that is not of your liking, what actually happens is you get clearer about what is it that you really want. So if you don't try to make that like a good thing, you're just understanding that the fact that I lost that job or I didn't go to Europe, what is it that I do want? So that event right there showed me one thing that I desire most. And that one thing, let's say, is I want more freedom. I want to not depend on other people giving me jobs, or I would like to have the agency of deciding what I'm doing and what my passion is and what would I like to be and do and have. when you're not trying to make that thing good, but you extract the clarification of it, then you realize that you're actually fine-tuning the creation of your reality, the changing of your reality, and you can move forward, not trying to paint anything pink, but extracting the clarification and moving forward more clear on what is it that you desire. And you can turn your focus straight toward what is it that you actually desire. In this case, freedom to travel. And even as I say freedom to travel for myself, because this is something that has been clarified for me, and I actually used it. I travel United States if I couldn't travel Europe. And I feel that freedom to travel. So all of a sudden I realize I get this clarity. Job, let's say I would like to not depend on other people, but to express myself and create and receive abundance of money and all the good things, not depending on anybody else, collaborating with others, but independent on whatever. The thing is, the moment you move your focus from what it didn't go well, or you perceive it, I perceive it didn't go that well, right? And I move my focus toward what is it, the clarity that I'm gaining from that, and I focus there, then that comes to me more, because I put my attention there. I get the juice of what I don't want, and I go toward what is it that I do want. Whereas if you try to paint pink something you don't want and try to avoid looking at it and owning that the fact that you feel that way about that situation, what you do, you're just carrying it with you unconsciously, pretending it's not there. And that never helps, because it is there and it is active in your vibration and you are creating, and all of a sudden you have the surprise of this happened and I don't know why. It happened. If it happens and you don't know why, it's because we sometimes choose not to look at something we don't want to see. But when you have the courage to look and say, hey, I don't like that. What is it that I want? Oh, so for the fact that I don't like that makes me know what exactly is it that I do want. And everything gets easier, because then I can put my attention on that and train other habits and other thought patterns there. It becomes, and the more you practice this, the easier it becomes to actually take that stuff that is not as you would like to have it, not like something bad that happens, but more like a clarification of what you really want without making it pink. So, did you write down your 5 things on your notebook? Are my eyes closed? Anyway, so write those down and then write down what is it exactly that it clarified for you. Oh, I don't want to, I couldn't see my family. What is it that I desire? To be close, to be connected, to be in touch with my family or friends or whatever. I don't know if you know, here I'm in Portland, Oregon, and we had 10 days of smoke last year because of the fires and everything. It was gruesome. I mean, I could not, it was just, and now when I'm breathing, I'm that much more appreciative of the air. Stuff that I took for granted. And it's the same with, I'm touching my husband and I'm like, gosh, it's so good to touch. Things that we took for granted. If you look at movies and you see people rubbing shoulders, as you say, and God, the stuff that we take for granted, what else is it that we take for granted that we can be grateful for? And as I was saying in one of the gratitude movies before videos, the gratitude releases neurotransmitters in your brain that help with your creativity, help with your health, help with your immunity, and you want to feel good. So I hope what you took from this video is how can you own what happened in 2020, look at what exactly did it clarify for you, and how can you move forward in 2021 with this appreciation for life, with increased enthusiasm and all the good stuff, because when you feel good, good stuff comes to you. Thank you for being with me today. Happy New Year and see you next time.